Good morning and welcome to an all-new episode of Hatching for Health. Today's guest is Mr. Uzair Hasan. Now, he is the CEO and founder of Maxum. This is a resource for digital media for physicians, politicians, and people all over the world, basically to help reach out to others. So welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Hello, Jessica. How are you?
Very good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's tables have turned, huh? I've been on a show that you used to host.
Yeah.
And now you've got a digital company. You additionally are the vice president of One
For
Homes.
business development, One Homes, yeah.
Yeah, which we had him on the show as well, out of England, right?
Yes, he was here from England.
Yeah,
he was
so
visiting over here.
You've got a busy schedule.
Yes, but not for you.
Yeah, there you go. So Maxum, so tell me, I know that I see it all over the place now. I mean, you guys have, really launched in multiple industries as well as other countries, and you're helping in so many ways. I think as it relates to healthcare, that's huge to be able to connect, individuals in multiple countries. So tell me a little bit about how you guys are working through that and helping others.
Maxum was first created to provide digital needs to individuals, politicians, and to run PR campaigns. This was one part of Maxum. But right now, what Maxum is doing, they are creating awareness for different diseases as well. They are creating awareness. They're providing news, what is happening around the world. It's a news platform as well right now. All the major news that is happening around the world in different countries, you can see that on Maxum, and we have different interviews lined up of politicians, celebrities, individuals, or entrepreneurs even, and we try to promote the people who are really out there and who are really making some kind of change in this industry.
Yeah, like actually helping others. I know like some of the things with social media, like natural disasters, like things that we might not know are going on in other places, and then digital media can like bring that to light. And I think some of the connections you have are doing just that. Like, is there situations that Maxum has been able to, enlighten others so that they could either help or support?
Yeah, very true. And of course, you have seen the devastation that was caused by the floods that happened in Pakistan. And this caused major destructions. At a certain point, when you see those news bulletins, even in United States or other part of the countries, they might have a minute or 2 minutes to focus on that news. But someone to see actually what happened, this digital media is helping a lot. Whenever or the areas that were covered completely with floods at that time, all the NGOs that were working all on their social media were updating the people who were helping out over there, or the people who came or flew in from different countries with the different resources as well.
Of course.
They were helping and they were updating everything on their platforms, because of which other people were motivated, and they somehow reach out to those people who were affected. So that is one of the best things happening with social media and the digital media, of course, that news spreads out, the videos spreads out, videos get viral, people
can be
jump
viral
in to help.
and just actually help make an impact. And it's like without that source, and then of course, like Maxum can, the more that it can be connected to other people, like obviously the bigger impact it can make, right?
Exactly. It might be as a source of connection between two countries as well, or two individuals. Sometimes people don't know where to start actually. So their organization Maxum jumps in and they try to connect those people directly without having any portion in between, so people can directly see and they can actually witness where their amount is being utilized. Right now, the earthquakes that happened in Syria and Turkey as well.
Yeah.
We have seen the local Houstonians as well. The overseas, even Iraqis, overseas Pakistanis are helping a lot.
That's
so
great.
Yeah, they are helping a lot, and through digitally we came to know about this, and because of that, some of the local business owners reach out to the Turkish embassy as well, and there are multiple people who are giving donations as well, and somehow helping those people.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously in its own country, state, wherever it might be, a situation happens, a natural disaster, as the general public, like we see it on our television, but then those people way over in another country have no access to that except for through social media. Like we're not going to see their, broadcast television station. So it's like, that's kind of like, obviously,
it's
the most popular
you don't need
way.
a DSNG, you don't need a big channel to do that. If you are having a cell phone and an internet, if you have a basic connection of an internet, you can reach out to people anywhere around.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's very impactful. And I know too, like in developing countries, they're suffering from diseases that have eradicated from the developed countries. like there's got to be certain measures or roles that media personalities can, step in. I mean, isn't that something that you guys also try and connect them with Maxim?
What we are doing right now, there are, for example, in October, there's a breast cancer awareness drive that happens around the world. Of course, that is not eradicated completely, but still there is some kind of awareness. You have done different shows as well. You have made several videos as well. Being you yourself as an influencer, somehow this thing came out to public, which is definitely going to impact, if even one individual, your mission is going to be completed.
Yeah.
But some diseases, especially like polio is eradicated completely from the developed countries, but still we see these cases happening in Afghanistan or some countries that are doesn't have that particular knowledge. They might think that this vaccine may be source of infertility, or this may be source of early deaths as well. So because of local influencers, celebrities that they follow, if they try to convince them on social media or on
the
TV,
importance of it.
so they are going to listen to them. They might not listen to us, they might not listen to you, but the local celebrities that they listen to, the local clerics as well in that area, that might be impactful for them.
It's very true, because especially if, all of a sudden there becomes a vaccine in your country, for a very scary disease, you're not likely to just jump on board to get it unless you've heard, about it from other people that have personally done it. Even like with COVID, obviously.
Yeah, and it's difficult to convince, even in some countries, it's difficult to convince people that this thing is it's not harmful for you. It takes because of the mindset. It's because of the mindset that they have been grown up with. So it's very difficult to convince them. So local clerics, especially in these countries, the religious matters, religious people play a vital role as well. People are more religious, so they listen to the local people who are more inclined towards the religious side. So if they try to convince them, so that's why the government of these countries helped, they hire them or they give them a certain amounts that please spread out this word to your local students whom you are teaching as well. So somehow they are going to convince their parents to get them these vaccines and to avoid these diseases.
Is there, I mean, just since you are from another country, is there religious things around getting vaccinated for certain vaccinations, or is that not something that is typically tied to religion?
No, it's nothing related to the religion, but somehow or a few individuals or a very small group tries to, play with this thing. They might be, they don't know the consequences later on that person is going to incur, because of the entire life is going to be wasted if he or she is going to be disabled because of their parents. It's not because of himself, but because of their inability to cope up with these things. They are suffering. So later on, they blame their parents as well. So somehow it's getting changed, and especially the Bill Gates Foundation, the Melinda Gates Foundation is working a lot on this, and they have launched several programs. Even they have been to certain countries as well, some countries of Africa as well, individually. There are multiple documentaries and series in which they have tried to convince those local kings or emperors of those areas to help, getting awareness about this particular vaccine, that this is not going to harm you or your community. So they have been working a lot, and I guess next mission is for him is to eradicate some other disease. I'm not sure which disease is it, but it was measles or malaria that he wants to eradicate as well. So he's on a big mission.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and obviously people like that have such a huge influence, and people are going to listen. And naturally, they're backed by a lot of financial resources to really put that out there. So, sharing that information. I know, like anxiety, stress, even inferiority complex, leading issues are faced by younger generations, right? I mean, I think social media can really, steer people in different directions, and it's very influential. So how with Maxim do you try and make sure that you're providing a good solid content to guide people?
What I have observed when we are posting a certain news, we have usually seen the news getting out about certain celebrities visiting certain places, and we have seen all those amazing curvy bodies, we have seen all those perfect physique, but somehow when you see all those models or celebrities, they are at a certain age, they are going to grow at a certain age, but for example, Emmy, age 10, watching them might get stressed out that maybe her body doesn't look the same way. Maybe a young boy of 12 to 13 years watching all those big guys with big guns, having a huge physique, maybe they get under stress as well to see those people. And we haven't seen such people at such an early age getting under knife as well. But right now we are seeing that everyone at such an early age, they are getting their skin treatments done
Yeah, it's like younger and younger.
younger and younger,
Yeah.
just because of this social media anxiety, the fear of missing out, having
Yeah.
that FOMO when you see someone that perfect. So this is somehow stressing out the younger generation as well. But it's all about the responsibility of of the celebrities as well to not promote these things.
Yeah.
If they have done certain things, or if they are having those perfect physique, try not to promote that every day, because whenever you see certain things over and over again, you
Of
might
course.
get obsessed with that, or you want to be, or you want to look like them.
Yeah, of course. And you guys like stretch across many industries. I know, like not just medical, politician. Like
Yeah.
there's an array. So if basically a new client was reaching out to you to work together, there's no area that you don't cover. I guess I should say,
Yeah.
like every, there would be an opportunity for you to work with really anyone.
See, we have observed that, especially the political campaigns during the election season, there are certain politicians who are doing a lot, but sometimes they are unable to tell people, or unable to prove their point of what they are doing, basically. So it's all about lining things up, and it's all about creating certain trends on Twitter or on social media. Each platform has its own importance. You cannot say that this platform might not be useful for me, or this platform
Yeah.
doesn't require me. Even we have seen huge heads of the countries are on TikTok right now. Previously, TikTok was only for people who used to dance. But
Yeah.
right now, what we have seen, that even they have their accounts on TikTok. They have realized that you have to reach each and every individual. You have to reach your Twitter audience as well. You have to reach your Facebook audience as well. Each platform has going to be its own audience.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep
Yeah.
up with.
So you can never, ignore certain platform in order if you don't like it, but you have to see what's the trends are going on. So here we come in and we tell the importance of these platforms whenever we are doing that.
That's great, and that's very important too, because I mean, obviously we, as individuals, even my show, I have a team that I work with, and
Yeah.
it's like we come to you.
You have an
for
amazing
that,
team as well. And this team together builds up a show or a camping or anywhere. You will not see any individual getting to a height by himself.
Yeah.
It's about the team that he's working with, a dedicated team. So that's how it works.
Yeah, and you guys have obviously like a large group being able to cover like different time zones, because
Yeah.
you are obviously
That's why I
working
travel
with
a lot as well.
clients. Yeah, you're working with clients, not just in the CDT time frame. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
So you have to have good efficient people, like working
Good
around the
efficient
clock.
people and local individuals as well, who know the demographics of that particular area. Might be if we are to run any particular camping in Orange County, the taste difference of the people is going to be a little different of a restaurant over there. Might be we might be thinking this politician is going to be excelling from that area, but he is not going to be excelling in that area. We need to understand the trends. We need to check the stats as well, wherein the digital agencies comes in. Yeah.
Additionally, as vice president of One Homes, tell me a little bit about that, because that puts you on the road a lot and managing a social media, soon to be empire. You're all over the place. I mean, what all do you do for them?
One Homes basically is a part of One Group, and One Group is internationally. They have their offices in London, Dubai, Houston, and Islamabad, which is Pakistan.
Okay.
And I'm the vice president for business development. So right now, as we have talked before going on to the break, that many people are right now investing towards the real estate sites to get their investments getting doubled, and especially doing investments in developing countries gives you more benefit completely investing in developed countries already, because the market is already developed. So
Very
right now
true.
people are moving more towards their countries,
Some of the
like
international
even
investments.
in international investment as well, and they want to have their vacation home. So right now I'm associated with this particular group, and of course talking about the owner, Zishan Shah. He's also the investment at large minister. He
Okay.
is bringing investments to Pakistan as well, recently appointed by the government themselves.
Yeah, that's great.
And Akib is the COO. He manages operations around the globe. So I play a small part in that, but definitely
But
they have been
a big
real
part,
big
a big
mentors.
impact. It
Yeah,
makes, I bet,
it
yeah.
creates big impact.
Well, it's been so wonderful having you on the show and learning about all these array of categories that you are, helping make an impact and influence others. So I really appreciate it, and I look forward to having you back soon.
Very soon. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Hatching for Health.